Oh my days, I may have gone a little overboard. Welcome everyone to my Walt Disney World haul from November 2024. This is jam-packed, and I mean jam-packed, full of t-shirts, pins, miscellaneous, plush, a couple of freebies, and yeah, wow. This, I don't know how we've got this home. Oh my goodness. My room, this is my office, is absolutely filled with all of the stuff that we've brought back from this trip. So I guess it makes sense to start with the t-shirts and the jumpers and all that kind of stuff because they're just everywhere. So I have to start with this number. This is from the Festival of Holidays. This is Figment's very own jumper from the ride. It even has a little patch at the bottom that says if it wants to focus. There you go. Epcot 2024 Festival of the Holidays. It's a quarter zip. It is the softest thing in the world. I didn't expect to be buying this. This was the last day purchase, and yeah, I had to. I initially put it on to I wanted a picture with it on, because I thought it'd be funny, and then I kind of got a nod of approval from Zoe, and then that was it. Purchased. On this trip, I somehow managed to buy myself a second Figment hoodie. This was just going to be the one and only Figment hoodie I bought, but I saw this after, I can't remember if it was after meeting Figment or just after riding Figment, on one of the last days, I can't remember. And I'd not seen it before and I quite like it. I liked zipped hoodies, they're my preference really. This has got Figment on the front, and then on the back is Imagination. What does it say again? I've forgotten. Oh, Imagination is a blast. It's got Spaceship Earth, and yeah, it's just a nice design. And I love a zipped hoodie, so I thought I was going to buy that as one of my hoodie purchases, and then I ended up getting a Figment one as well. Also, early on in the trip, I had seen this a little while, and it's a really nice Walt Disney World t-shirt, and it says the most magical place on earth, and it kind of has pretty much all the icons and all the everything that you can think of on here. And then what I love, this is the kind of thing I absolutely love, on the back it's got all the opening dates for loads and loads of things. Not everything's on there, but most things, you know, most of the lands and that kind of thing is on the back, so I love that t-shirt. I wore that whilst I was out there. For Jollywood Nights, I got the Jollywood shirt for that year. I wasn't going to buy this, but I quite liked it. I liked the colour. I don't normally get t-shirts and stuff with the year on, but I thought, you know, I'm probably never going to go to Jollywood again. Not because I didn't enjoy it, but just because this time of year, and also it's expensive. If you're ever going to just go one party, I'd go the other one. But yeah, so this is my Jollywood shirt. It's really nice, and on the back it just says Hollywood Studios, got the logo. So yeah. This is the Walt Disney World one. I really like this design. This was another one I wore whilst I was out there. I wore most of these, to be fair, whilst I was out there. There was one or two that didn't quite make the cut. But yeah, Walt Disney World, love this shirt. Love the lights on it, because they're all Mickey lights. Who doesn't love that? So I think I went a little Figment crazy this trip. Another Figment purchase. This time it was a t-shirt, in all fairness. This is really nice. It's got the Imagination Institute the logo on the side, and then it's got obviously Figment, and then on the sleeve you can just about see that it's got the Epcot logo, which is really nice, and it's purple, and I don't think I have any or many purple shirts. And I was very close to not buying Tiana's Bayou Adventure merch. However, the last day I rode it, I saw this shirt and I thought, you know what, I'm going to go for it. So it's a shortcut to the Bayou, and then it's got Tiana, all the new critters, Lewis. Has it got anything else on it? I can't see. No. And then on the sleeve, I really like that they do this quite a bit now with the sleeves. They've got the logo for the ride, and it's a really nice shirt. I wore this for one of my rides, and I found out that actually it glows in the dark in certain areas. I didn't know that, but I think it must be. Oh, it's the these like firework effects that are there and there. And maybe I think the fireflies on there light up as well. But yeah, really nice t-shirt. It's really good quality as well. That one was the most expensive t-shirt I bought. I thought it was the standard price of t-shirt until I got to the checkout. And at that point I was like, okay, there's my card. So yeah, those are the t-shirts and jumpers I bought full price whilst in Walt Disney World. So I guess it now makes sense to go to what I bought in the outlets. So the outlets were a bit hit and miss. We went to them, we went to the one on International Drive once, and then we went to Vineland twice throughout the trip. Just because, you know, we didn't make special trips there. It was just kind of when we were passing, we thought we'd nip in because, you know, free parking and all that, you know, why not? The international one, the one on I Drive, that one was rubbish both times. The one time we went, sorry. The other one, Vineland, that was pretty good. But yeah, let me show you the first thing. It's another hoodie. So this is one of the Walt Disney World hoodies, where it's got the huge Walt Disney World on the back and on the sleeves. I like this because I like it when it's stitched, because it always stresses me out when you've got things that could easily fall off, not fall off, but wear off over time. Whereas when it's stitched, it's not going anywhere, is it? This was, I think it was half price. I think it was meant to be $80 in the full price, and then it was $40 in the outlets. I was a bit like, do I do it, do I not? But it was the only one in my size, and also because, you know, it's $40. Like, it's still $40. I know it's half price, but it's still $40. But actually, I really like it, and I've been wearing it as like a house coat since we got home because it's been quite cold. So yeah, that's the first one. The next one is a Mirabelle shirt. No, Mirabelle. It's not Mirabelle. The next one is a the next one is a Clarabelle shirt. I've just called this a Mirabelle shirt. It's not that, it's Clarabelle. This was actually pretty good. I've not got the price on there anymore, but I think it was $7.99. So in terms of Disney shirts, that was pretty good. I really like Clarabelle. I wish she did some meet and greets in Walt Disney World. I know she's all over Disneyland, California, but yeah, I had to get that when I saw it. I also picked up this. I'm not normally a white t-shirt kind of person, but I thought this was quite unique. This is for Guardians, obviously. And yeah, I just thought it looks quite nice. This was $12.99, I think. It's meant to be $40. So yeah, $7.99. So there you go. It's meant to be $40. That's crazy. $7.99 in the outlets. This is why you have to go and check the outlets, and you have to go multiple times if you're there for 2 weeks, because, you know, things get updated. Another one that was $7.99 is the Stitch Walt Disney World shirt. This was perfect. This was another $7.99 purchase. It was perfect because we were going to Ohana the next day. So I was like, yes, please. I can meet Stitch wearing a Stitch shirt. And it's nice. It's a nice blue shirt. I also saw this one. For someone who doesn't wear a load of grey, I bought quite a lot of grey clothing. But it's just the classic Walt Disney World logo, and it's just got a bit of colour on it. Really nice. I think this was $7.99 or $9.99, around that price. But yeah, another nice one. And lastly, this one's not my favourite, but why did I buy it? If it's not my favourite, why on earth did I buy it? But I bought it with the intention of needing like another pyjama top. So I just bought this because I quite liked the look of it, and it was cheap. And yeah, it's just a Novacore, yeah, Corpse, Core, Novacore. It's the Guardians, it's the people, the Nova Prime and all that lot. It's them, and there's their ship, or one of their many ships. And that's that. So that's going to be a pyjama top. Oh, and this was the last thing I got from the outlets. This is a Run Disney jacket. So I do a lot of walking now. I try and get 10,000 steps in a day. And especially this time of year, I want a jacket that's not going to be like, I'm not going to be sweating wearing. So this kind of thing, just like a thin jacket, is exactly what I wear. So this is perfect. And that was what the t-shirts I bought in the outlets. So we also went to a few thrift stores whilst we were in America. We hired a car for the first time, and part of the reason for that was we wanted to go to a few different thrift stores, go to a few different places as well, but thrift stores were one of those things that we thought it's going to be a lot easier if we hire a car to do that. That was something that Zoe really wanted to do, and being as we go to Disney World, for me, like Zoe loves it now, but we go because I love it. I thought it's only fair that we do that. We both love charity shops in the UK, and we always get, you know, a few bits here and there from them. So we thought, yeah, let's go try our luck in the thrift stores in America. You always hear about Goodwill, and you know, these huge supermarket-sized charity shops. And so we went, and surprisingly, Zoe bought one thing. I think we went to a total of 3, technically 4 charity shop thrift stores, and Zoe got one t-shirt, I got these, and these were all from the same thrift store. So I don't know if it was just one guy and he had a lot of Disney stuff, but these are all Disney, by the way. So yeah, the first one is it's Finding Nemo, and it's mine. This absolutely reminds me of our first trip in 2009. I'm sure this logo was on everything then, or this design, should I say. And it was just like, I think the Seas of Nemo had fairly recently opened. It obviously not just opened, I'm sure it hadn't. But it was like a big thing to go to there. And they had the animatronic seagulls outside, doing the mine thing. And I just really remember that so fondly from that trip. Another one was this 1971 Walt Disney World t-shirt. There's also this one, which is the Hakuna Matata. The best pints were these two. So we got a People Mover shirt. Like, where's this been all my life? Like, why does this exist? Like, I mean, I'm glad it exists, but why do they not exist now? I say that, it might not even be that old. I don't know, all the stuff's faded on it. But yeah, I absolutely was over the moon when I found that one. And this one was even better. This is a Tomorrowland Paging Mr. Morrow t-shirt, and it's new with the tags on. So this is the original tag, and it says on it $24.99. Is it gonna, there you go, $24.99. And the new tag was $9.99. So I was pretty happy with that. Oh, I'm still blurry. There we go. It was $9.99. All the other ones I'm pretty sure were about $4 to $6. I can't remember exactly the price, but this one was $9.99 because it still had the tags on. So yeah, was very chuffed with those purchases, and it felt like an absolute, you know, there was so many more Disney t-shirts, and just general, like, I quite often walk into a charity shop, and no matter the size of the charity shop, there's typically about 5 or 6 at most t-shirts in my size. No matter if it's one of the big ones or even just, you know, a high street shop size charity shop, there is very little to choose from normally. So the fact that there must have been about 400 to 500 t-shirts in my size. And then, you know, you can imagine there was plenty of Disney, plenty of Star Wars, Marvel, all that kind of stuff over there, which was ace to see. Obviously we're right next to Disney, so that's going to be the case. But yeah, I was well chuffed with those things. So a t-shirt that doesn't fit into any of these categories, this was given to us. We went and visited a church in Orlando, Elevation Church, and they gave us a t-shirt, which was pretty cool. So yeah, doesn't really fit in any of these categories, so so I thought I'd stick that one in now. Okay, so I'm going to do Universal stuff next. I didn't get a huge amount from Universal. We were only there one day, to be fair. But I did get a couple of things, including some t-shirts. So this one I got, it is Earl the Squirrel. If you don't know about Earl the Squirrel, then there's a lot to learn. But basically, he is their Christmas mascot, is the best way to describe what that is. What he is, should I say. I also got a little Earl the Squirrel plush. And then the two other things I've got are from Zoe. So these were kind of to celebrate getting on Velocicoaster and Hagrid's. Zoe wanted to buy me 2 pins. She wanted to buy me a Velocicoaster pin and a Hagrid's pin. Now with the Hogwarts stuff, most of the things are kind of things that would fit into the world of Hogwarts. So you'd get a lot of house pins with like Gryffindor and Slytherin and so on. Or you'd get... you know, just things that might fit in the world, rather than this literally says on it, Velocicoaster. Like this wouldn't exist for Hagrid's, if that makes sense. So in the end, we got a pin and she said I could buy a t-shirt. So I chose this one, which is Jurassic Park, and it says Universal Studios below it. And it changes colour with the light, which is cool. So I guess for the UK, it's probably going to be this colour for most of the time. But yeah, it's going to be very cool when it changes to the classic red Jurassic Park logo. So obviously Dinoland USA is closing next year, early next year, January. They have announced that Dinosaur is staying open the whole of next year, which is great. But the land itself, so all the other bits, are closing January the 12th. I want to say it's the 12th. So they have Chester and Hester's Dino. What's it called? So it's called Chester and Hester's Dinorama, and that's the place where they've got Triceratops Spin, and they've also got a load of carnival games. Now, I'll be honest, I haven't been interested in playing these carnival games before, because one, I didn't think I had a chance in winning anything, and two, I didn't know that I needed these things until I needed these things. It's one of them. It's closing down, they're gonna go soon, so I needed to go and try and win some things. So on one of the days, we went and we both managed to win a prize. I think we both won one anyway. So we won a Mickey and a Minnie, and we were happy with that. And we moved on, and we had these little Mickey and Minnies, and they both got the Dino Institute's t-shirts on. Can't really see Minnie's very well. But yeah. These are really sweet, like actual, like custom prizes. You can only get them at the carnival games. And yeah, we were happy with that. Until next time we went to Animal Kingdom, and there was lots of people playing the carnival games that day. And so I was like, I might be able to win like one of the bigger prizes here. So we were doing the, like the whack-a-mole game. And because there's 6 of us playing, it means you get the big prize. So we bought 4 tickets, and we were like, right, that's it. We're just buying these 4. And then Zoe's quote was, I don't want you to become a Dinoland gambling addict. So, so we had 4 tickets, and well, let's just say I won. So I got an iguanodon with the Dino Institute label splat on his back legs, and yeah, he's huge. Like when you compare him to Mickey and Minnie, sorry Minnie, he is massive. So I was well happy with him. But I had 2 tickets left at the point I'd won him. So I was like, I mean, I could go again. There was a family, and they literally had won like 6 of these things. So I was like, they're just trying to win these to like sell them on eBay, because these go for a ridiculous amount of money on eBay, considering what they are. they go for a silly amount of money. So I was like, well, I've got 2 tickets, might as well go win another. And we did. So on the same game, similar people were playing. Like, in all fairness, it was probably, I mean, it was the majority adults playing, but there was a couple of kids and I felt a bit bad, but you know, it is what it is. But I won. I was also not the one with like 6 of them in my arms, like, you know. So yeah, I got these 2, as well as Mickey and Minnie, and I was over the moon with these things. So I don't normally go for the popcorn bucket crazies, but there's 2 popcorn buckets I've always liked the look of. One was the Figment one, and I've never actually seen the Figment popcorn bucket in real life. I've got the, where is he? He's there, the Imagination Pavilion one, which Cam and Sarah kindly got me last time they were there. And then this one, which I've always thought it looks really nice, and I've always thought it looks nice as a biscuit tin. So yeah, I got this, and it plays music as well, and it spins around, and it's lovely, and it's just nice. And inside right now, I have currently got my Jollywood Nights marshmallows. I have got our Oreo IDs from our Keys to Kingdom tour. And I have got one, I mean, some of these are a bit squashed at this point, but one of each of the cookies from the Christmas party. Oh no, that one's cracked. Oh, still tastes good. So these are like pre-packaged, and these will last for forever, possibly. They won't last forever, I know that. But they'll definitely last like a couple of weeks. Which is why I've got them, because I thought, you know, I'm paying for this party. So every time we went to one, I asked for 2 cookies. Zoe did the same, and so we had sort of cookies to last us whilst we were on the trip. And then there were just a few left, so I thought we'd bring them back. So during Food and Wine, I went and tried the pickle shake. Currently, this was what ended up being the place where we shoved all of our receipts. You seem to get a ridiculous amount of paper when you're in America. The receipts are about a mile long, even if you've just bought one thing. So I just started storing them in here, and I've not taken them out yet. So this was our pickle shake cup, which I'm going to save, obviously. I've got to remember that time. Also, we got these from the Christmas party, so you get one each as you go in to the party. This year it was an ornament themed around the gingerbread houses, which is really nice. And then it says on it 2024. And also, this was something that this was something that we got for the cookie stroll on the Festival of the Holidays. So this was the finisher prize, or the completer prize, should I say, for finishing the cookie stroll this year. So it's a nice little holiday cookie stroll, kind of make your own cookies at home, and there's a little method of preparation, instructions on the back. Really nice. Unless you're me and you put this in your hand luggage. This looks suspicious, doesn't it? So my bag got stopped, and this was taken out and swabbed, and this is how innocent I am. At that point, even when she pulled it out, I was like, oh, she can see it's just a cookie cookie kit. I was like, why is she swabbing that? And then I realised what it looked like. So, and weirdly, I I still got it. It made it into the country. But yeah, I couldn't believe it. When this nearly got stopped from entering the UK. So we're coming to kind of the miscellaneous stuff before we look at pins. So the first thing I'm going to show is the decorations we got. So I love decorations. I filled a tree with Disney ones. And this is one of my favourites. This is from Pop Century. It even says it on it. Cover my face. Oh, there you go. So this is from Pop Century, and it's the Mickey telephone, the classic telephone. This was right next to our room, the actual massive one. So I thought, why not? Got to get it. And then this was actually in the outlets. I really liked this one. It's really nice. And it's Asher with the star. So yeah, another nice one that, you know, going to add to the many ones we've already got. I got myself a Walt Disney World 2025 calendar because I'm not going next year, so this is going to remind me of all the things that I could be doing whilst I'm at home. So that's that. I'm also quite old school and I quite like a photo album. I like flicking through and seeing photos, especially from Disney trips. So I typically try and buy a photo album when we're out there. And then I'll fill it with pictures from that trip. So this was a nice one. I didn't see many that I really liked this year, to be honest. I wanted a Christmassy one, but I couldn't see a good one. So this was a nice one. And yeah, this is going to have all our photos in. Also, when we went to the outlets, we walked past Hot Topic, which is at one of the outlets. I can't remember which one. But we had a wander in, and they had these, which are the Hallmark? Yeah, the Hallmark ornaments. And they had loads of these from loads of different franchises. But I quite like the look of Zero and Oogie Boogie, because these kind of reminded me of this trip with the Jollywood show of Nightmare Before Christmas, especially with him. So yeah, I kind of, and also I just kind of like Zero. I think he's quite a good one to hang on the tree. So yeah, added those two, and these were quite reasonable as well. These were only like $10 each, whereas these ones are a bit more expensive. These are like $25, I think, $25. But yeah, these ones, nice. So I had to do it this trip. Our magic bands we've had since the first trip in 2022. They were free ones, and they're fine. They do the job. They let you in the room and get you in the parks, but it was never picking up on the rides. So rides like Guardians, I'd never had a picture of. So I was like, I think that's because these bands aren't very good. So I decided I was going to buy a new magic band, and I thought, I'm just going to see what they've got. I'm probably going to buy a Magic Band Plus, but let's see what designs there are. And then this one absolutely called my name. It's got the icons on it. It's got Walt Disney World in the middle. It looks ace. And actually, these are a lot of fun. I really enjoyed my using this Magic Band. Seeing it like glow up for some of the rides, for the shows, for the fireworks and all that kind of stuff was really cool. It kind of added to the experience. It's like, don't get me wrong, if you've got a normal Magic Band and you like it, it's not worth getting an upgrade. But when you've got one like mine that didn't really work, it's well worth getting a Magic Band Plus. They are really fun. And I'm hoping I don't need to get another one now for a good little while. Because I got one that's not specific to any holiday as such. It's just a generic Magic Band. It's become a bit of a tradition for us to get soaps from Basin every time we go to the Grand Floridian. So they always have the same deal on. I think it's like 5 for so many dollars. I can't quite remember. So we always end up getting 5, and they last us, to be fair, about 6 months, or about a month per bar. So the ones we've got this time are like a gingerbread one. Oh, it says on the back. So there's a Mickey gingerbread, a Mickey Christmas morning, which smells fruit. It smells of fruity cereal, it says. Obviously the gingerbread one smells of gingerbread. Heart Mickey, which is watermelon and pear. There is Japanese cherry blossom, which is cherry, floral and citrus. And there is Iridescent Mickey, which is very 50th, isn't it? Oh, these all smell so good. This is citrus, tropical fruit, and sweet sugar, as opposed to the sour sugar or salty sugar. But yeah, we always get these. It's always like, it's quite nice. We always use this kind of soap anyway, so these are, it's like you know, it's a bit posh in it. Yeah, really like Basin. I've stupidly started getting magnets every now and then, so this is starting to become a bit of a collection as well. So I saw this one and I thought, you know what, it's going to remind me of this trip. So it was purchased straight away. Another thing, we quite often clip these onto our rucksacks, and we needed a second one. So we've got one which is like the Pizza Planet one. And then we saw this Baymax one, which we quite like. So yeah, got them as well. Okay, we are nearly there. We're on the home stretch. I can see the end in the sight. So there is a couple more things. The first thing I'm going to show you is I got a new pair of sunglasses. And these are like, these were on some crazy sale. It was Black Friday when we were out there, and a lot of places started their Black Friday deals early. I wanted a new pair of sunglasses. It was kind of that thing that I wanted to buy as my sort of 30th present. So I bought a pair of RayBans, which came in this nice little set. These are from the Disney 100 set, so they're, you know, 12 months old now, so that's why they were on sale. They were 50% off. And they come with a pin, which is there, and they come with like a nice cleaning kit. And then let me show you the sunglasses themselves. So what I like about them is they're quite just standard black Ray-Bans, but on the inside you can probably see, or maybe see, I can't see if you can see, they've got designs from loads of the Disney films. Sorry, I've just hit the camera. I don't know if this is going to show. Oh, you can kind of see it. So there's loads of the Disney films. So there's Mickey, there's Up, there's what else is on here? Mike Wazowski, Winnie the Pooh, Peter Pan, Mulan, Luca, Lilo and Stitch, Lion King, Dory, loads of things on there. So I thought they are perfect because they are Disney without being in-your-face Disney, which in all fairness, I do a lot of in-your-face Disney. Most of my t-shirts are Disney, but I really wanted a pair of sunglasses and I thought they're ace. We also decided, and maybe foolishly decided, to buy one of the Starbucks mugs because, you know, I really like, they're actually really nice quality mugs. Zoe works in the world of ceramics, so and she even says like how nice they actually are, compared to, you know, quite often a lot of the designs and stuff are a bit garish. Is that the right word? But Disney mugs, I don't want to offend people, but they're always quite in your face Disney, aren't they? And these are in your face, but they're, you know, Zoe's quite particular with mugs and she quite likes these, so I was like, that's a win, so let's get them all. So we went from getting one or two, like we were considering maybe Magic Kingdom and Epcot, and then we ended up thinking, well, you got one, you got two, you might as well get them all. So yeah, we got the set, which I was really happy with, and I can't wait to use these every day. I've got the Disneyland Paris one this year, earlier this year, and I always use that one, and Zoe quite likes that one as well. So, you know, I think it sort of planted the seed to get these ones. Okay, so I guess it's now time to have a look at some pins. So first off, these were two of the mystery boxes I got. This one, very expensive. They were very briefly in the Disney store in the UK at a more affordable price, but sadly I didn't get any. So I bought one pack. Wasn't too thrilled with my selection. This is going to be a nightmare, isn't it? So I got Pegasus, Oliver, I always forget his name, from Brother Bear. I've dropped him anyway. I got Chicken Little, and the last one I got was Pumbaa. So some nice ones there, but none of the ones I really wanted. I really wanted to get Ray or someone like Bolt, but you know, it was quite good. For this set, I really like the designs on these ones, and I was so disappointed because although I got the Hatbox Ghost, which I was very happy with, there he is. Unfortunately, I also got the Cheshire Cat, and then I got two. Ooh, I've just dropped one of them. Two Dumbos. Now, I wouldn't mind, but in this set, you can also get Stitch in one of the Space Mountain, well, it looks like a Space Mountain vehicle. You can get Walt and Mickey as the partner statue. You can get the dog from Pirates of the Caribbean, and you can get Orange Bird. So some really nice ones in that set, and unfortunately I got some that wouldn't have been my top choices, other than the Hatbox Ghost, which I was pretty happy with. So as I knew I was going to spend quite a bit of money on this trip, I thought I'd buy these straight off the bat. So these are the gift card pins for this year. You have to spend $125 on each gift card in order to get the pin. So these came with obviously a gift card, and then you get the pin for free, which is quite nice. So each design is a Christmas jumper this year, and you've got Mickey, Minnie, Chip and Dale and Stitch. Every trip I have to get a pin from that year, so I got the 2024 pin, which there wasn't many about this trip, surprisingly. This time of year, I guess they were already stocking the 2025 pins. I'm not sure who was buying them this time of year though. I also really like the designs for these, so I had to get them. I also got the Pop Century pin, and as it was Christmas, we also got the Festive Pop Century pin, which has a little spot, or is it patch? I'm not sure. One of the 101 Dalmatians is in the Pop Century present for this year. And as we were at Pop Century, I had to get myself a Skyliner pin because, obviously, I'd never seen a Fantasmic pin before, so when I saw this, I had to get it. I did go a little Figment crazy on this trip, I have to admit. But I love these pins. Just in case I didn't have enough Figment pins, here's the Food and Wine Figment pin. It was also the first time I'd ever seen the Hatbox Ghost, so of course I had to get the Hatbox pin. It was also the first time I was seeing the Walt statue in Epcot, so again, I had to get that pin. And it was the first time I'd ever got to ride Tiana's, so, you know, obviously I had to buy a pin to commemorate. During our trip, we went to Jollywood, so I had to get the pin for that one. And as well as Jollywood, we also went to Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. And there's the pin for that one. Also, while I'm there, we might as well show this one. So this was not technically just for the party, but it was from one of the parade floats, and it was my absolute favourite seeing the toy soldiers for the first time in person. So I had to get this. And also, weirdly, it smells of gingerbread. We don't need that with pins. We don't need that. I wouldn't normally buy a pin like this, but being as we were actually there for Thanksgiving, I thought, you know what, why not? We went and enjoyed a meal at Liberty Tree Tavern that day, so I thought, yeah, let's get the Happy Thanksgiving pin, because, you know, I'd not got enough pins this trip. So on our last 2 days, it was the Festival of the Holidays, so I had to get the Festival of the Holidays pin, which this year is like a snow globe. We also got, there's many storytellers in Festival of the Holidays, so I thought it was only appropriate to get the United Kingdom one, which is Mickey dressed in the traditional Father Christmas outfit. And we went and saw Josh Gad in the Candlelight Processional, and it was absolutely incredible. So I had to get the pin for the Candlelight Processional. And then I also got these ones from the outlets. These were pretty cheap, so I thought, you know what, these are $34.99 on the back, but actually I ended up spending less than a tenner on these. And they're the Muppets. Who doesn't love the Muppets? Also, when we went to Hot Topic, I bought these two. These were mystery pins for The Nightmare Before Christmas, and I got I think they're meant to be like nutcrackers, and I got Jack Skellington and Lock, Shock and Barrel. Lastly, these are two pretty special pins. These are, I mean, they're the same pin. One's mine and one's Zoe's. And these are the Keys to the Kingdom pins. So you only get these with the Keys to the Kingdom tour. Go on, focus for me. It's simply a key that says Keys to the Kingdom, or Disney's Keys to the Kingdom on it. And yeah, these are ace. You only get them with the tour. So they're really special. And yeah, I love them. So they are all the pins that I got on this trip. Honestly, I don't know how I managed to bring all of this stuff back, especially these two things. This was huge, and I didn't want to dent this either, because, you know, it's very easy to dent something like this. We managed to get everything back nice and safely, which was such a relief when we got home and unpacked. Yeah, I can't believe how many pins I've just bought. I can't wait to put them on a new display. And all the t-shirts, can't wait to be wearing them and finding homes for things like these. So thanks for watching, and guess what? You've got a whole vlog series to look forward to very, very soon. Once this one's come out, I'll be editing the vlogs as soon as possible. I'll definitely be getting a couple of them out before Christmas, hopefully. So stay tuned. There'll be minimum one a week. I can nearly more or less promise that. As long as things don't get too busy. So I'll be editing them very, very shortly, which is very exciting actually, and getting them on the YouTube channel very, very soon. So stay tuned for that. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.